Confident employees just show up differently. There's a great book that maybe you've read. If you haven't, I think it's just absolutely required reading, and that is Mindset, where there's a deep dive look into what causes people to have true confidence. And people who are truly confident in their abilities, in their capabilities, and most importantly, in their ability to get better, they just perform better. There's a quote that I love from an athletic coach. He's in the CrossFit world. He has coached multiple games athletes, competitive high level athletes. And he says that confidence comes from knowing that you giving your best effort is enough. It's not necessarily that you win every time, because even professional athletes don't win all the time. They just win more often than they don't. Or put it differently, they win enough of the time for it to matter. And so I think the most important question for those of you listening who are leaders, how do you create confidence in your employees, or how do you grow confidence in yourself? And the first step is to define what winning even means. Winning can't mean that you make the sale every time, that you make the shot every time, because that's just not real life. And we hate, as human beings, we hate lack of clarity. We hate ambiguity. We need to know where we stand. And so helping people understand what does success look like, and then defining winning not in such narrow terms that it's only about the absolute best case scenario, but we define it in terms of what are the repeatable actions, what are the controllable things that a person can do that will lead to success. So going back to my example of winning can't be just making the sale, because the reality is we know that you're going to not make the sale more often than you do make the sale. And so it can't be just about making the sale. It's about how many appointments does it take for you to make a sale? How many calls or emails does it take for you to schedule that number of appointments, as an example? And so those are the actions you can control. You can't control whether you win or lose, but you can control if you're doing the things that lead to winning more frequently. So defining success as doing the controllable actions. And then finally, as a leader, providing scaffolding for success. I'm stealing this term from a staff member that I spoke to recently, who I said, tell me about how the job is going for you. He'd been on the job for about 3 months and he was loving it and really appreciated his manager. And the thing he said is, my manager provides me just the right amount of scaffolding. And I thought it was a beautiful image. He feels that he can be honest about where he's struggling and where he needs extra support. He knows that she's bought into him and she's invested in his success. And he knows that she's going to be clear with him about where he stands. That's the sort of scaffolding that an employee can relax into and allows them to do their best work. Confident employees take more chances, good chances, because they know that they don't have to win every time. They just need to improve their odds of winning. They waste less energy on fear and worry and wondering, and they're able to show up more fully because they aren't holding back. Going through COVID, winning was about just surviving. It was about adapting, and it was about navigating and surviving. And now I think it's a perfect opportunity for us to look at how do we provide the support structures, the scaffolding, and redefine winning in a way that more employees can feel more confident and feel like they're truly thriving.